Hey, what's up, everybody, and welcome back to Qore MTG. And today it's a special day because we got a box opening of War of the Spark. This is actually going to be my first box opening of War of the Spark. It's been quite some time since War of the Spark's been released. I got my handy dandy box opener here. Whoops, sorry for moving the camera there. Prices are kind of holding strong. Estimated value for the box is just holding strong too. I've opened some packs of War of the Spark. I think one so far on the channel. So I'm not gonna go over the comments. I think a lot of people have gone through the comments already. I'm gonna keep these stacks in order to see if there is any mapping. As far as like what people have been talking about mapping of the boxes and stuff, I don't think that's so much true because I've seen some really random boxes out there. So I'm gonna go ahead and open the first pack from the left here. I'm just gonna go get straight to it. Oh, box packs are a little fresh. Just gonna make a little mess here. Go over the comments really quick for the first pack. Chain Whip Colossus, Tails Light Shield, Crawl Stinger, Vampire Opportunist, Burning Prophet, Nixilus Cruelty, which is awesome card there. It's seeing a lot of standard play right now. Jaya's Greeting, Totally Lost, Centaur Nurture, which is great. I use this in my pre-release to keep me alive with the life gain ability. Iron Bully, Paradise Druid is our first uncommon. Price of Betrayal, Watley the Sun's Heart is our first Planeswalker and our rare. Fiddlethip the Lost. Wow. Legendary creature Homunculus. It's a 1 colorless and an island for 1/1. When Fiddlethip the Lost enters the battlefield, draw a card. If it's entered from your library or was cast from your library, draw 2 cards instead. When Fiddlethip becomes a target of a spell, shuffle Fiddlethip into its owner's library. So yeah, I don't know what that's saying about the box, but hopefully that's good news. I'm gonna go ahead and put these to the side real quick. I'm going to get to the second middle pack here. Kind of speed it up a little bit. Straight to the rare, the uncommons. Yeah, so what's everybody feel with War of the Spark? I got Anthrax Rampage, Emergent Zone, Casmina Enigmatic Mentor. I'm actually gonna put the Planeswalkers to the side there. Krenko 10th Street Kingpin is our rare. And we got some tokens there. I'm gonna go ahead and get the other Planeswalker Watley. Put her there. Keep the rarest. Try to get a little neat order there, get organized. There's the modern set that's gonna come out on Horizons. It's looking really great right now. We're looking at all the preview cards. We got Elite Guardmate, Samut. I'll put him to the side. And Deliver Unto Evil is our rare. We got a foil, Gideon's Triumph, and a couple tokens. Gotta put the got Arlen as our Planeswalker, and Enter the God Eternal's great card there. I got that in my pre-release. This is real help. Put Arlen here to the side. I just seen that they on the previews, the Modern Horizon previews, they did a sneak peek for Yawgmoth, and I think that's awesome how they made a card finally for Yawgmoth and Urza. Sorin, Vengeful Bloodlord, and Trusted Pegasus foil. The artwork for both of those cards are awesome too, and those cards look like they're just really pushed, which is awesome because that type of power in a standard set would just be crazy good. Sahili's our Planeswalker, and Finale Revelations our first mythic rare there. Got a Mythic and Sahibi. And we're gonna get Core set pretty soon, so man, everything's going by fast. And it's just good that awesome art there in Death Sprout. Ashiok is holding strong. I think her value is at $1 right now. She's seen a lot of play actually. And we got Feather, the redeemed, awesome commander card here. A lot of people are actually loving playing with her, and I just can't wait to play with her. This is actually my first pack fresh Feather, the redeemed. Mountain and 2 planes for a 3/4 angel with flying. Whenever you cast an instant or sorcery spell that targets a creature you control, exile that card instead of putting it into your graveyard as a result. If you do, return it to your hand at the beginning of the next end step, so it just basically comes back. Awesome. Awesome card there. I'm gonna put Ashiok to the side. Tails are Planeswalker and Massacre Girls are rare. Yeah, I remember before anybody even knew what cards Modern Horizons was gonna have, the prices of the boxes were really low, and now since cards have been revealed, it's actually rising in price. Awesome. Bolus's Citadel, 3 colorless and 3 swamps for a legendary artifact. You may look at the top card of your library at any time, and you may play the top card of your library. If you cast a spell this way, you pay life equals to its converted mana cost rather than pay its mana cost. And then you tap it, sacrifice 10 non-land permanents, each opponent loses 10 life. So man, this is really pushed. A lot of people have been saying that. The casting cost though, I mean, you gotta see that the casting cost, I mean, once you get into those late games, I mean, you're expected to get really big bombs on the board. Let's go back here. Heartwarming, Young Yu, and Blazon. Awesome. I was gonna say there's just a couple. Oh, I think just actually one. You can say Karn's Bastion is actually a good land card, but I was gonna say that there's only one real good land card that's holding value, and it's Blazon. This is Triumph, Angrath, and Single Combat. I was gonna say the cards, the big pools right now. Here's Obnixilis and Commence the Endgame. Obnixilis and Commence the Endgame. The big pools right now that are holding its price value still. Let me get my chair situated here. Is still Liliana is still on top. She's still on the top of the price list, the value list. Jaya and Living Twister. After Liliana is Nico Bolas. After Nico Bolas is Teferi. After Teferi is Karn. Yeah, so those are the top Planeswalkers. Actually, those are the top cards in the value list right now for War of the Spark. And our rare is, ooh, awesome, Teferi. Teferi is seeing some modern play and still modern blue control. Kind of took over there in the 3 slot there. Each opponent has a static ability. Each opponent can cast spells only anytime they could cast a sorcery. So kind of shuts down instants for your opponents. +1 loyalty up. Till your next turn, you may cast sorcery spells as they add flash. So it gives you flash on any of your spells. And a -3, return up to 1 target artifact, creature, or enchantment to its owner's hand. Draw a card. Awesome card there, especially for that low casting cost. Gonna put Teferi to the side because I know that he's one of the big bombs in his set on this last. Especially my first Teferi. Only one mythic so far, so hopefully we get some good ones. Kaya and Finale of Promise. So we are getting the finales and a foil mountain. Awesome, awesome land there. We are getting the finales. The only real good finale that's it's real holding its price is Finale of Devastation, the green one. Finale of Promise in second. The Finale of Promise is I think $3 somewhere around there. Arlen and Ignite the Beacon. And the foil Goblin Assailant. I did notice a pattern there. The mythics, they all seem to be on the right side. I got both finales from, I think, on the right side of the box. Rao, Storm Conduits are rare. Awesome. He's been making an impact too on modern decks. Oh, awesome. Karn the Great Creator. 4 colorless for a 5 loyalty planeswalker. It's got a static ability. Activated abilities of artifacts your opponents control can't be activated, shutting down your opponent's artifacts abilities. And it's got a +1 until your next turn. Up to 1 target non-creature artifact becomes an artifact creature with power and toughness, each equal to its converted mana cost. -2. You may choose an artifact card you own from outside the game and exile and reveal the card and put it into your hand. So you can basically just pull a card from sideboard and you help you out in a kind of like, you know, something to help you out deal with a threat that you didn't see that maybe you had on your sideboard. Awesome card there. So we got Teferi and Karn. Awesome box there so far. And that's why you can see that the value of these boxes is just holding strong. Just so much value. So many great cards. The Planeswalkers are just awesome. Davriel, I used him in my pre-release and he helped me out a lot, especially for that casting cost. It's not that bad. Like I mentioned before, for me, these Planeswalkers, these low casting Planeswalkers are just like spells with flashback, because you cast this for the 3 and you take down 1, you make that player discard. So it's actually you're paying 3 to make that player discard a card. And then if he stays on the board the next turn, you can play that ability again up to 3 times. So it's got even more potential than a flashback ability of a card spell. And I love that. And he has that ability to, you know, make them just deal 2 damage, ping them for 2 if they have less than 2 cards in hand. Or 1 card in hand. Awesome, man. And Widespread Brutalities are rare. Davriel's awesome. So I have him. He was actually my pre-release foil. And Jace, awesome. Jace, Wielder of Mysteries. 1 colorless and 3 islands for 4 loyalty planeswalker. If you withdraw a card while your library has no cards in it, you win the game instead. Awesome. Target player puts the top 2 cards of his library into his graveyard and draws a card. And then -8, draw 7 cards. Then if you have the library has no cards in it, you win the game. Awesome. So it's really getting you to mail. Awesome. We got our foil rare is Deliver Unto Evil. 2 colorless and a swamp for a sorcery. Choose up to 4 target cards in your graveyard. If you control a bolus planeswalker, return those cards to your hand. Otherwise, an opponent chooses 2 of them. Leave the chosen cards in your graveyard and put the rest into your hand. Exile, Deliver Unto Evil. Wow. Awesome. And so that's our foil rare. Sorry about that. About halfway into the box now. I think a little bit over. Qore is our planeswalker and Vivian's Arpos are rare. Let's see if we can speed it up here a little bit more. Vivian is our is our rare. Wanderer is our Planeswalker, and Essence Hydra is our rare. Awesome. Come on, let's pick it up here. Get something spicy. Nahiri is our Planeswalker, and Finale of Glory. Wow. So we are seeing a real good pattern here that we are getting all the finales in this box. I have another box, so hopefully that one is a little different. But besides the point, we're still getting a lot of great cards there. We're just missing maybe some of the bomb Planeswalkers. Tibalt is our Planeswalker, and Played-Wise Celebration is our rare. Let me get these in order here. Johnny is our rare. We got Herald of the Dread Horde foil. Angrath is our Planeswalker, and Finale of Eternity. Wow. So we're just missing the best one. Hopefully we do get it, if anything. Finish off the cycle there. So Haley is our Planeswalker, and Aheb the Dreadhorde is our rare. Up next list is our Planeswalker, and Dreadhorde Butcher is our rare. Oops. Come on, we gotta pick this up. We gotta get some, getting some bulk rares there. Dovin is our Planeswalker, and Dreadhorde Invasion is our rare. Dreadhorde Invasion is actually a really good rare right now. I think that's like the black version of what's that one? The Ixalan one. Can't really think of the name of it right now. Where it creates a 1/1 token. Jaya is our Planeswalker, and Feathered Redeem. Wow, we got a dual. Another Feather the Redeem. We got another double, and a foil Watley. Wow, it's weird. I have seen that though, that there have been doubles in packs. Vraska is our Planeswalker, and Vivian's Arcbow is our rare. Teos are Planeswalker, and Ravnica at War is our rare. Down to 3 packs. Still missing supposedly our Promise Finale. Narset is our Planeswalker, and Soul Diviner is our rare. 2 packs left. Ugin, awesome. Ugin is another highly valuable rare. He's up there with Karn and them. And our final pack. Just a reminder, if you like this content and you want to see more like this content, please give this video a like, and please subscribe and share the video. Watley is our Planeswalker, And awesome, we're gonna finish it off with the promised finale that we promised. So we did get the full cycle of finales. Finale of Devastation is 2 forests and X casting cost for search your library and or graveyard for a creature card with converted mana cost X or less and put it onto the battlefield. If you search your library this way, shuffle it. If X is 10 or more, creatures you control gets plus 10 plus on a wall. They get plus X and gain haste until the end of turn. So awesome. So they all gain haste. So it's just, yeah, really it's just overpowering your opponent with just creatures and power. So here, let me go ahead and show you the pools that we got here. How much foils we got. We actually got 2 feather to redeem, so that's actually great. Not that many foils. We only did really get 1 foil rare. And some of the more chase rares here. So we did get 5. Oh no, we did get 5 mythics. We actually got 1 of each. We got the entire cycle of the finales. We got Finale of Revelation, Finale of Promise, Finale of Glory, Finale of Eternity, and Finale of Devastation. Awesome. Not too sure if of many of these are going to be seeing standard play, but Finale of Devastation was still up there because they're still seeing it play in standard and crossing over to Commander. That's where I'm thinking that card best fits, is in Commander. And our rares, we got here, we got our foil rare, Deliver Unto Evil, Teferi, Karn, Ugin, Soul Diviner, Ravnica at War, Vivian's Arcbow, Feather. I'm going to go ahead and put that down because I know we got another one. Dreadhorde Invasion, Dreadhorde Butcher, Neheret, Ajani, Plainwhite Celebration, Biohazard's Hydra, Vivian's Arcbow, Jace, Widespread Brutality, Rao, Ignite the Beacon, Living Twister, Commence the Endgame, Single Combat, Blast Zone, Bullets Citadel, Massacre Girl. Here's the other feather. Sorin, Enter the Gods, Internal, Deliver Unto Evil, Regular, Rare, Fiddlestip, and Crinkle Tin Streak Kingpin. See, people always get 10-10 of that card too. But yeah, that's awesome. I'm really happy with this box opening. Even though we didn't really get any other mythics aside from the finales, but I got another box and hopefully that one's different than this. That's why I think the estimated values for these packs are still holding strong because there's still a lot of really strong rares. Got some foils here. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 with the foil rare. 7 foils. We got Return to Nature common, Herald of the Dreadhorde common, Goblin Assailant common, a Mountain foil, Trusted Pegasus common, and Gideon's Triumph uncommon, and 1 foil rare. And yeah, thank you everybody for watching. Please subscribe and like the video, and I'll see you guys all next time. Please stay tuned for the next episode of Daily MTG Pack Openings. Thank you all for watching.